Okay, so we are live at a cabin somewhere. Location undisclosed. But the acoustics are in here are not very good, so we're going to try our best to not talk over each other. But we're going to do a quick campaign history, and then everybody's going to introduce their characters. For those of you that are watching from here as a start, maybe. And we're going to rock on from there. So brief campaign history. The group of adventurers came together in a city called Zorkesh, and they were there to attend the Summercrest Festival, and Zorkesh is a desert-based city. After they attended the festival, towards the end of the festival, their friend Herm got kidnapped by the fill-in magic act for the night that was taking place of Cedric the Entertainer's act that he was supposed to do. So Herm got kidnapped, so the party set out in search of Herm, managed to recover him in a large maze, and fought the kidnapper, who was a guy named Rudini, and discovered that Rudini was in fact a adult blue dragon. Fought and killed him, and upon Rudini's death, the maze collapsed. And then the party returned to Zorkesh, set out and found that Cedric had become the Jester, who is a insane individual who was experimented upon by Rudini. And they also ran into another fun experiment of Rudini's named the Dark Knight, and it fought with him multiple times to no success, but the Dark Knight eventually did end up running away. Then from there they continued north and killed a white dragon to avenge the Leaf Brothers city and Zai's village, colony?
Screwed up heritage.
From there, they returned to the city of Honeywood, had some money built up, built a house, and then went from there to... Where did you guys go next? You went from Honeywood.
Crossroads?
No, then you went and fought the Reapers in the Black Snake's hideout. And then we sat across Narrowleaf and Gleason, which we actually have some wonderful character art done by... now I'm not going to remember his name.
Do we see it?
An artist. We will look at that. I will get his name later. We're going to look at that when Keaton gets here because that's important to his past character.
Yeah.
And then from there, you guys took off towards Crossroads towards the Lake of Bronson to bury Gleason. Met some new friends along the way, a couple of Warforged buddies. Had some fun in Crossroads, battling in a giant arena. Finally ended up in Lake of Bronson. And that's where we're going to pick up. But before we do that, everybody's going to introduce their characters, and we have a talking spoon today because it's too much echo. So,
Alrighty. I am Caric Leodon. I am a rogue warlock, level 7, technically 8. Yeah, I am chaotic neutral.
I am WF1145 PALOOTA L4U2873, 11-4 current designation. I am the charismatic leader of the group, the heart and soul. I am the Warforged Paladin.
Alright, I'm Sam, the grumpy wizard, who's more of a husk than anything. I'm in the party for no other reason than to kill my brother.
Hello, I'm Sheem Smallwood. I'm Samson's friend. I'm a rogue and I'm chaotic neutral, and I don't know why I'm following these people.
Win-Win Delta, the Bloodhunter Aarakocra. Yeah.
I'm Xylophone, eh? I'm a white kobold bard, level 7.
My name's Broadleaf. I was brought up in the village of 7. I am a human, level 7 fighter, level 1 barbarian. I'm here to kick some ass.
short arms here. Who am I? I am the Dungeon Master, and I am the creator of all of your fears.
Cool.
And if I don't make you guys squirm today, I'm not doing my job properly. One quick note. Remember to project your voices, because we have one singular mic for all of us, so mumbling will not be heard very well.
I think there's more than one.
We actually switched to just using one because there was too much of an echo. Two actually made the echo worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
You gotta speak up.
gotta speak up. So where we last left off, we are going to kind of go in a... I'm trying to figure out the best order to pick up with everybody because everybody's in a different spot right now. So first we're going to go to the graveyard. I think I call it the Grave Island. I don't remember what I call it. Island Cemetery in the Lake of Bronson. And that is currently where Samson and Zai and Win-Win are hanging out. How are you guys getting back?
I'm walking.
I mean,
He's got.
I'm
that's
sheep.
obvious.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So, what's your guys? Does anybody have anything they would like to discuss in the morning amongst you three, or your guys' plan is to get up and head back to the Temple Island?
I think Sam's just gonna get up, and then he's gonna just walk over the grave for a little while longer, and then he'll just eventually walk back without saying much.
Okay.
Could I find some like decent looking plant life of the flower-ish variety that I could pick and put on the grave?
Make a quick investigation check.
That is
11.
You look around for probably another 20 minutes longer than you intended. The island itself doesn't have a lot of flora and fauna on it, but it's mostly grass. But you do manage to find some dandelions a little bit further in. But you're not like taking them directly off of another gravestone or grave site, but they're close to that. So you feel slightly guilty, but not 100%.
I'll leave him be.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Gets cursed.
So you guys are going to head back to the temple across the water, which actually does work out because you have the ring of water walking. You two can fly with each other. And surprisingly, the water elementals that plagued you before left you alone.
I'm gonna have
So-
to make a stop with the blacksmith too,
Okay. We will get...
because my sword is in stone.
That is correct. Okay, so do you want to do that now or once the rest of the party gathers?
Probably once the rest of the party gathers.
Okay.
So,
So you guys all head back to the temple, and we're going to switch focus to Broadleaf and Wilfred. You guys spent the night in a tavern called the Flopping Fish. And Wilfred is not here at the moment, but he is on his way. So he's sleeping in. Anything
Warforged, yeah.
you would like to... Yeah, the Warforged is sleeping in. Anything you would like to have happen this morning?
I want to go visit the cleric.
Okay. So everybody's heading back to the temple. Cheem, you are currently at the temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the idol something.
Okay, and remember to speak up, guys. What are you going to ask the idol?
If a tree falls in the forest, does it make, and no one is around to hear it, does it make any sound?
That depends on the wind speed velocity of an unladen swallow.
Oh, I was hoping for something a bit more stupid. That was really good. I know.
So at this point, you are at the temple, and everybody else kind of walks in at the same time, except for Wilfred. And at this point, it's been longer since we've talked to 11-4. So 11-4, last time we heard from you was multiple days ago, and you had gotten up in the morning after activating your Venatory protocol and walked off into the woods with a Terminator-esque moment saying you'll be back.
Yep. During that period of time, 11-4 was searching for the 4th Legion, which he does not know where it is. He had more or less just wandered in the woods for several days. In accordance with Venatory protocol, he did attempt to gather food for his party. So he a quick survival check to see what he got. It's a 14.
A 14. You managed to find a doe. A female deer.
Doe? A
Yeah.
deer? A female deer?
Yep.
Was there also a ray, a drop of golden sun?
Nope, just the doe.
Okay.
It was only 14.
With that, do I manage to successfully take the doe with a spear?
Yeah, make it a attack roll just for checks and giggles.
That is 9 plus 9, 18.
Oh, yeah, that does it. Yep. I believe a doe only has an AC of like 11, so.
Okay, and that's max damage, so that's 14.
14? Yeah, that does it.
He is going to partially dress the dough to keep things 100% YouTube friendly. We'll leave it at that. And he is going to recall what he was told by his commanding officer. Take his gate stone,
Lick it.
put it on his face, because I don't think he has a tongue.
No,
I
he
mean,
doesn't have a tongue.
He's just a robot, so just kind of click, click, click,
Just-
click.
Then you
And
guys-
attempt to activate that
You guys
stone.
smack it on your forehead.
He's just doing.
You gotta lick it and
Smack.
smack it on your forehead.
He takes a chunk out of it.
So surprisingly enough, this does activate the stone that your commander gave you, and you appear in a temple in a colder climate than where you left, and damp. You can definitely tell it's damp there, like the air itself is damp. And you see Win-Win, Zai, Cheen, Samson, Broadleaf all standing around and visiting with a elderly-looking man who's twisted and bent in form. Anything you'd like to say before we gather? Anything anybody would like to say before we latch on to Caric?
I do want to say that Sam's going to be more distant. He's going to kind of have his hat pulled down a little more, just to kind of cover himself.
Sam's gonna be feeling a little more reverence for the situation, and
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to anyone. I'm just reading any book that I can see.
okay. I'll get back to you with that information.
I would like to talk to the cleric.
What would you like to say to the cleric?
As little as possible, preferably. What was his name?
Huldrick?
Holdrick?
Huldrick.
Holdrick. So, Holdrick, being as we recently lost our cleric, I am worried for my party that some of us may die and not be able to live. Is there any way you could help us with that?
Death is a natural part of life. But if you are wishing to avoid death, there are spells that you can use to do so.
Well, you see, the problem is none of our party is strong enough in the magical arts or trained in that direction to perform such spells.
I can draw some spell scrolls, but it will take time. But I could possibly have one finished for you to take with by the end of the day.
That would be very much appreciated. Thank you. I'll pay you for your time. I'm going to walk out of the temple. Hate that character so much.
So, Caric, last time we saw you, you were in the Galloping Greyhound, the tavern in Crossroads, and you had gleaned some information from goblins and goblinoids that were passing through the area. Anything you'd like to attempt to do there in your couple of days that you have prior to heading to catch up with the party?
Essentially, all I did was kind of just watch and listen, did a little investigating as to why there was such a large gathering of goblins in a particular area. I assumed it had something to do with the Black Knight. However, I was not willing to pursue it on my own, as you know, as confident as I was handling him the first time. I was not confident enough to take him solo without the group following behind me. In that time, I just kind of I settled with that information, continued trying to, kick over some rocks where I could, and once I got back to the party, I relayed all that information to do with it what we will.
Okay, so make a investigation check for me, and then you might actually have to speak the information. Well, I think the information was vague enough where everybody who was not present at that game got it, right? You guys kind of have an idea what's going on?
With what?
Okay. Make an investigation check. I'll give you more information.
That's awesome. That is an 8.
An 8. So in accordance with what you were able to glean before, you've heard the goblins speaking of a dark master who's calling them. And Laxi, the bartender, has also informed you a little bit that, upon being paid, of course, she doesn't give information for free,
Sure.
that there has been large numbers of goblins moving through the area that are not from the crossroads area, and they've all been heading to the west towards one of the docks or the port side cities there,
Right.
which I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but they're all heading that direction, and they keep the Dark Master is repeated over and over, and the Dark Master is calling. The Dark Master is calling for us,
Right.
and you do get some vague whisperings of war. But that's about all you can gather with an investigation check of 8.
Sure.
So you activate your Gatestone at the end of these few days of recon, and you arrive in the same area I described before with everybody else.
Excellent.
Can you
Minus
catch
Wilfred.
Broadleaf on the way out?
Can you what?
Catch Broadleaf before he leaves?
Yeah, this will be happening as Broadleaf is just finishing talking up to Huldrick.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, I relayed this information to the rest of the group, letting them know that there is a possible uprising on its way. Letting them know that the Dark Knight is very much a possibility when it comes to this gathering of arms and creatures, mainly goblins off to the west of the Lake of Bronson. A large amassing goblins from not even from this area have begun migrating over this way, and it is cause for concern because it's only going to get worse from here.
Okay. Any reactions to that information?
This is very disheartening to hear.
I had nothing to do with this.
You sure?
Yes.
Good.
Commander.
I'm not sure.
This unit requests clarification. Are goblinoids considered sapient life?
Sapient, yes. Worthless, also yes. So, kill on sight.
Protocols updated, understood.
Oh no.
Wait, you don't have a goblin NPC, do you?
Sam at this
I
point
know.
is gonna step in and try and tell Broad, maybe not kill on sight. If we're in a residential area where goblins are allowed to walk freely, we might not want that happening.
This is a good point. I would like to update your protocol to kill upon aggression.
Protocol updated.
Racism, it's bad.
Noted.
At this point, Sam would like to state that he's gonna go to the blacksmith to get a new sword.
Okay. So you head out of the
Can I
temple.
go with him?
Sure. And you guys look around for a little bit, and you do manage to find a blacksmith. And he seems to specialize in fish hooks, and fishing weights, that type of gear. Anchors. He's really good at anchors. But he does have a small selection of swords on hand. What size sword are you looking for? A long sword, short sword?
Probably a long sword. I was gonna see if you can get a engraving on it too, but since he specializes in fish hooks, it'll wait.
Yeah, you gather he's not the guy for fancy. He can make a serviceable weapon, but that's about it.
Sam might buy fish hooks too.
Okay.
Fishing's fun in any game.
They got
flatheads!
Oh!
After I'm done reading, I'm going to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I would like to go down to the blacksmith as well.
Okay. So before we get to the blacksmith, real quick, Cheem, in the books that you were able to read, or the brief pages, they were mostly concerning Ilmater and how Ilmater is a taker of. He is a taker of pain and suffering. He takes others' suffering upon himself. But clerics of Ilmater often have to suffer as they're training. And you even find a little bit of a handwritten notebook by Huldrick. I want you to do a sleight of hand check to see if you can read part of that without being noticed.
Are you gonna read it in his voice?
My
No.
Windows just updated for me.
Oh,
Tell you can access your sheet.
I'll access your sheet real quick then.
This never updates.
I know I need to go.
Yeah.
Haha.
I must
Oops.
make it shine for luck.
Yeah, roll your d20.
I got a 19.
A 19.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and
And
you
I
have
have
a
a higher
plus
sleight of hand.
8 to sleight of hand, so that's 27.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Huldrick has no idea this
You
is
can
happening. So
take
you
the-
actually managed to read his private notebook to an extent, and you find some pages that mention Gleason, and you read in there that Gleason was by far his favorite student that he's had. Gleason was progressing well in his training, but the torment of losing Eleanor was eating Gleason alive, and he was unable to move past that at all. And it was just very hard on Gleason that whole time when he lost Eleanor. And Huldrick is hoping that one day Gleason can find a family again.
And he did. Aww.
And then he died.
But found his family again.
That's what I
He
would
did
say.
find a family again. Okay, so those of you, who all is going to the blacksmith shop? Are you guys going as a group, it looks like?
Sam's gonna try and hurriedly go off so no one's around him, but that's not gonna really happen too much.
Make a stealth check and see if you can get out of there on your own.
Let's see, where's my stealth? There it is.
I saw that.
Let's see if that happened. 21.
21. Actually, you managed to sneak off and you get there a full 5 to 10 minutes ahead of everybody, because I don't think anybody's passive perception is 21.
11.
No,
11.
just kidding.
Narrow leaves was.
Narrow Leafs was. So you get there, and anything you want to do other than buying the sword?
No, he's just gonna buy a sword and he's just go try and find a place to be alone for a while.
Okay. So the sword is 15 gold pieces.
Alright, and then also some other fishing stuff.
Okay. So he has a few collections you can buy that can contain 10 fish hooks, and that'll be 1 silver piece for 10 fish hooks.
Alright. So then 15 and then 1 silver.
Yes. The rest of you arrive at the blacksmith shop. Is there anything you would like to purchase or accomplish there?
Buy just a bunch of fishing gear.
Okay. So 10 fish hooks is 1 silver piece.
Yep.
If you're looking for some weights, those are an additional silver piece for a group of 10.
I figure I'll ask if there are any pythons.
Pythons? He does have pythons because he's just kind of
I'm
small regular items.
I'm also buying a fishing rod.
Okay, and he does carry fishing rods because it's a lake-based town. What is the cost on pythons? They are not much.
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold pieces.
It's a gold python.
Yep. Why am I nuts? It should just have the cost of pythons. Well, in the Dungeoneer's pack, when you have pythons with it, that whole thing is 12 gold pieces, so 10 pythons is probably 5 silver.
What is it?
They're not expensive.
Okay, I'll get 20.
What
20?
is a python?
Yes.
A python is a metal rod that is useful for being hammered into the side of a mountain for climbing.
Or somebody's skull.
Or that.
Yeah, and then you cast heat metal.
Yes, because he's not dead already.
Clever.
Yes, win-win.
What's the biggest fish hook you've got?
I'm trying to think, how big a fish would they have had in this lake?
It's a big ass lake. You're talking
It's a
probably
big ass lake.
Lake sturgeon.
Yeah,
Probably
he
some
is
trout.
about a 3 or 4 inch hook. Nothing massive, but a hook like that.
Do you have any like treble hooks?
Yeah, they have those. They're a little more expensive. They're about a silver a piece because they're more complicated to make.
What would be the biggest treble hook you got?
Size referenced earlier.
Yeah, so treble hook like that with the 3 hooks on it.
Yep.
I'll
What
take
are
2.
you planning?
2 silver a piece for those. They're a little bit bigger and more expensive.
That'd be 72 silver.
Anything anybody else would like to accomplish at the blacksmith shop?
How much is a fishing rod? You never told me.
Oh, a fishing rod. I think we'll say 5 silver
5 silver.
Yeah.
And
for fishing rod and line.
I'm gonna buy 2 fishing rods.
Okay. And there might be a fishing rod in D&D Beyond stuff. I don't know, but
I don't think there was from the first session we did, so
No,
we just
there
said
was.
that there was going to be one.
Yeah.
Just included with it.
just put it in custom. Yeah.
I was wondering if you've ever made a polearm, such as a glaive. Being this is a fishing town, I figured it'd be a commonplace.
No, they specialize in pike.
That took me a second. That was witty.
This can be done, but I will need till the end of the day.
How about for a +2 glaive?
I don't do anything magic. I make fish hooks, sir.
So I could buy a glaive and then I could bring it to our friend in Honeywood who could enchant it.
Correct.
Okay, I'll buy a glaive.
Okay. The glaive price is on the glaive item. But it will take, you won't have it till the end of the day. Anything else anybody would like to accomplish in town?
11-4 would like a cloak, cold weather gear kind of stuff.
Okay, not hard to find.
Smart.
There's clothing shops and stuff around.
Or
It's a cold town. They're where they need clothing.
not
And
like,
it actually happens to be waterproof.
hey!
Yeah. Stop that rust, man.
Well, I assume. I should probably get them oil. Maybe
Of
oil
sharpness.
Yeah, you could if you want to. Yeah, they have oils there. So a cloak, I think that's going to run you about 4 or 5 gold pieces. I think they're not that expensive. And then the oil, I think that's 3 gold pieces for oil. Of course, they're thinking, a flask of oil. Well, 1 silver piece for a flask of oil. My bad. We're gonna use the same pricing, but this is not the oil that you use for like lighting burning oil.
Or maybe.
It can
You
be.
gonna start yourself on fire?
Not myself.
Oh.
Flammables are always useful.
Okay. Sure. That's what oil it is.
Okay.
It's oil-based oil. It's flammable.
It's kerosene. Actually, that's kind of how it burns in the description.
Floor is made of floor.
Okay, so the day is going to progress, and anybody have any conversations they'd like to have? Anything they'd like to do? Anybody want to go pick Huldrick's brain while he's working?
While I'm waiting to leave, I'll be fishing the whole time.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go try to find that specific book that can up wisdom or intelligence. If there is one in this town, I'd assume there is since there's a temple.
Are we on land or are we on an
Just
island?
like to read,
So-
okay, like just to bring it up over time.
Okay, so you're looking to purchase the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get a price on that.
If it's more than 623, I'm out of luck.
So we arrived here, then we
I think it actually
like
is
to get to here. Then we
more
went
expensive.
across.
I think it is a more expensive book. What's the book called? Does anybody know?
I'm not entirely sure.
Access it by
I've been trying to look into it, but I've been very busy with work and college, so I haven't had a lot of time to look into it.
Pete, resident DM, knowledge
I don't
base.
have my Dungeon Master's Guide currently. I think it's the book of.
Stressful for the lot.
It's not bodily perfection.
Okay, well you. Oh wait, I might have just found it. I did not find it. That's a block of wisdom. Okay, so spell scroll for revivify.
I think that'll up wisdom.
Ain't that like 2,500?
What?
Wisdom or intelligence.
It's going to be more expensive because he has to consume a diamond just to make the scroll.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Then do we have to expel a diamond when we use the scroll?
No.
Ah. You like that phraseology?
Pretty good.
So revivify is a 3rd level spell.
Just. Are you
That's
capable-
actually only an uncommon.
Are you capable of
Brody,
not even
it
researching
just
and using it?
Dylan,
I
just
don't know the spell, and I can't know the spell until 10th level.
Brody, it just goes.
Okay, so that's an uncommon.
This one. Artificers can use it, correct?
Yep.
Revivify?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah, the artificer. I did send it in a text. I think the artificers can use it.
Okay. Because he built his artificer as a support character, so.
But he didn't take revivify.
Somebody needs to
I don't
have
think he
Revivify.
has 3rd level spells yet, does he?
I don't know. He's
This
not
is
here,
gonna
so we don't
bite if
know.
nobody can
Keaton,
use
if
it.
you're watching, do you have 3rd level spells? Yeah, so cleric, paladin, or artificer are the only ones that can cast revivify. But you can't. No, you can't read a spell scroll if it's not in your class, because you just can't understand it. So revivify is a 3rd level spell, which is an uncommon item. Which I'm only gonna put at 500 gold pieces because that's the top benchmark for an uncommon item, but it consumes a 300 gold piece diamond to make. So that's a 500 gold pieces for a revivify scroll, a scroll of revivify.
Yeah, I just realized.
Well, what about the cost of his time? Like,
That
clearly
might
he's only
be-
working at,
is
like...
really
It's about 200.
Yeah.
Where's
I'm gonna pass
There he
on
is.
the book. I don't have enough.
How much
Only
is the
level
book? Out of-
6.
It's a very rare item.
Yeah, so you're looking at between 5 and 50,000 gold pieces for that. That's a bad boy.
I ain't gonna afford
That's a
that.
bad boy.
Save your pennies.
Save your pennies, boys.
That's hilarious.
For a book.
All right.
Nailed it.
Okay. Anything else? So we're getting towards the end of the day. Anything anybody else would like to accomplish?
I should
speak to
probably.
Huldred.
One at a time, and speak louder.
I was going to speak to Huldred.
You're gonna speak to Huldrick. You're going to.
Well, I'm fishing. Shouldn't I do something? to
Yes.
see if I
So
catch
those
fish?
of you that went fishing, please make a survival check. What would you like to talk to Huldrick about? Win-win.
11.
Plane travel.
Plane travel. Okay. I'll prepare that mentally. So in 11, you fish for most of the day and you manage to catch 11 fish. Nothing huge, but 11, lake trout. About yay big.
About
One.
Yep.
just edible.
Yep. And are you going to eat them all or try to preserve some of them?
I'm gonna try to preserve at least half of them.
Okay, make a survival check for drying the fish out.
I need to make it glow. 15.
15. Yeah, you do manage to get half your fillets to dry and be usable as dried rations in your inventory.
Should add more rations.
Yep. What are you going to say to Huldrick?
Would you happen to know anything about plane travel?
Don't fly spearman.
First, I need to see if clerics get interplanar travel. I think they do. You know more about clerics than I do. Yeah, they get plane shift. They do get it.
You would like to travel to different planes.
Here you go.
Oh, okay.
The plane of hell.
Plane travel is possible. It is a spell that I would be capable of should I be given time to learn it. My superiors knew the spell before they passed on, and they did leave it to me in their books.
Isn't there a better cleric we could choose for this?
No. He's the Death Lord.
Taxi drove by. I thought that was a walking path, but I guess it's a driving path.
It is not a driving path.
Nope.
Would it be possible to do it on 8 or 9 people?
The most that I can send is 8 people and myself. However, I do not wish to travel to another plane of existence.
Well, if you change your mind, I'm sure the party would love to have you.
I think I will pass on this opportunity.
And how long about would it take?
For me to learn the spell?
Yes.
Several weeks at least.
It would be fine. I don't think we're ready to go quite yet. How much though would it cost me?
He said he doesn't want to fit.
To go to another plane of existence requires me as well. And I do
But
not.
you can't just send other people.
I cannot send other people without myself.
Would you know of anyone who could? 'Cause I happen to have some very important business that needs to be taken care of.
There is a place in Colfax that is known for such travels. It is quite expensive, but it is possible to travel as individuals through a gateway.
Sounds fun.
I have not tried it.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I was with him for that.
Okay.
And as we're leaving, I'm gonna go, Win-Win, this is the second time now that I've heard you talking about interplanar travel, eh? What's the hurry?
I might have a sister still. I'm not really sure.
Family issues?
My parents and kingdom was slaughtered.
My apologies. I think I understand at least a little bit. I'll do my best to help you out, hey?
That'd be much appreciated.
Good to have a friend.
Indeed. Thank you.
So, unless anybody else has any other business, the end of the day comes.
I'm going to go buy the scroll.
You're gonna go buy the scroll, which cost you 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
Can I use?
Is the party okay with me using the party fund for that?
We're not there.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not there.
Metagaming.
Oh.
What was the question? I'm writing
You
stuff.
spending 500 gold on a revivify spell?
Yeah, sure.
I guess, yeah.
I'm cooking the 6 fish I need to preserve.
Okay.
With
Yep.
black
Do
sheep.
a
Survive.
yeah, another survival.
He's gonna slap a turkey 2,000 times until it's cooked.
There you go.
12.
12.
You can't cook a turkey.
You do manage to cook the rest of the fillets without ruining them, and they are ready to eat.
I'm sharing them with whoever wants them.
I will partake in the fish.
I will as well.
Yes.
And Sam might just take one and go back to being quiet and reading and writing.
Okay.
I do walk up, take one, and just look, and then walk away.
Thank you. You're welcome.
As you guys
Yeah.
eat the fish, you realize that James is a pretty good cook. This is some good stuff. I mean, it's like kind of the best fish you've ever had.
Oh, James, this is the best fish I've ever had. Where did you learn to cook?
Some angry old chef.
Gordon Ramsay?
No, but he worked for a king.
Word for a king.
Probably Gordon
His name
Ramsay.
was actually Gordon.
Probably.
Roy Gamsey.
Gordon Gamsey.
Roy Gamsey, yes.
Gordon Ramsay.
Roy Gamsey, that was his name.
He was on like a roid rage.
Yep.
I am
Too bad he
being
was
told.
drunk half the time.
I am being told that Storm, Wyatt, and Thomas need to speak up just a little bit
Oh, alright.
and talk slower.
Roy Gamsey.
One of our viewers.
We have viewers.
We have
We're popular.
2 viewers right now.
Hi.
Hi, viewers.
Hello, viewers. Raid Shadow Legends.
Roy
all that.
Gamsey, that's
Oh,
his
God.
name.
All right.
I'm usually overly loud, so.
So, are you guys going to spend another night in the flopping fish? Or are you going to move on out of town in the dark? What are your guys' plans?
I am
Yeah,
still
think
on.
we'll stay.
I'm still ready to go on to the move to the north. I'm still being pulled that way, but I cannot ignore the gathering masses out west. It is essentially across the lake.
Geography time. A little bit off. So the
Are we
gathering
in Lake of
masses.
Bronson?
We're in Lake of Bronson.
You said it was off west, right here, right?
That's where you're being drawn to. But the gathering masses are leaving out of Vorcrest. So they're leaving there. You don't know where they're going. They're getting on boats and leaving. The goblins.
Okay.
You just know they're going there and they're leaving.
Okay.
So they are leaving the continent that you guys are on.
Well, we won't worry about it.
It makes you feel a little bit safer.
Where are they going?
Problem solved.
They're going
They're
to
headed west towards Boulder.
Not
possibly.
mud wobble.
You don't know.
We don't know that they're going there, but they're headed that direction.
They're getting on a boat in Vorcrest and going somewhere. So and then from Lake of Bronson, you're feeling drawn now instead of north. You're feeling drawn more to the south, but to the southern foot of the mountains.
Okay. So is Lost City an actual city, or is it like it's supposed to be like the Lost City that is only in whispers?
The Lost City is a city that was there and has been abandoned for a long time, and that's kind of the direction you're feeling drawn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
or Detroit.
Yes.
Yikes.
Suburban Detroit.
Yep.
So I basically, when the group regroups and gets done with all their shopping, I try and reach out to them and just say, We need to go to the Lost City now. We have gone too far north. I apologize, but we need to go here. I don't know why, but I need to go there.
Well, what feeling do you have to go to the Lost City exactly?
Just a tug in that direction. I can't explain it. It's just, you ever have one of those moments where you're walking one way and you're like, you know what? Let's go check it out over here.
I have that.
I like those
all the
urges.
time.
Not often, but he does a bit, so I just follow.
Yeah.
Those urges are very fun to follow.
I don't
Well,
know.
Carrick.
This one's quite fun.
I feel a sense of impending doom.
Who cares? It might be fun to witness.
You followed my brother and I into the jaws of a dragon, so we can follow you to the city, I reckon.
Or whenever you're all ready to go, we can leave.
I'm ready to go today if you all are.
I
Is
have a
it, what
boat.
time, or what is it, like day or night?
It's
Dawn?
getting more towards evening now. Well, actually, it's into the twilight hours of evening.
Okay.
As Broadleaf has finally gotten the Revivify spell from
Sure.
Huldrick.
So I don't sleep all that much. So I'm ready to go now, but I assume if you guys want to leave in the morning, I do understand.
Since you don't sleep much, want to fish?
How do you fish?
I'll show you. I have a second rod.
Okay. I will follow Chi out to the lake.
Okay. So you guys are going to do some nighttime fishing.
Yep.
Both of you make survival checks for me.
You're gonna catch a turtle dragon. It's not gonna go well.
Gives the gift of a lizard to the other guy.
15.
Shit. What is it? Survival?
Yeah.
That is a natural 20 plus 1.
13.
13. So you take Caric out to the lake and start teaching him to fish, and you kind of show him the ropes, how to bait the hook and toss it out, and he manages to haul in the biggest lake trout you've ever seen.
My God, you're better than me.
This is good.
It's like 2.5 feet long. I mean, it's a big lake trout, several pounds.
Good thing we took this monster out of the lake before it started eating all the other trout.
I'm assuming it's like a little kid where you're just like,
Yeah, I'm holding it up with the rod like.
Slightly grossed out. The rod's just full bend.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it.
So I'm sitting with the rod still, and I was like, now what?
I'll play it.
Do you want the rod?
Oh, I already unhooked it.
Oh. But I set it down.
So you flay the fish. Are you gonna dry this one or eat it now?
I'm gonna dry this one.
Okay, make a survival check for me.
ruin that great trout.
Yeah. It's a 5.
Oof.
I butchered it.
You butchered one of the flays, but you were able to save one flay.
I got scraps from one side, but a good flay from the other side.
Yep.
Sorry.
Challenge for bigger fish.
I cut my finger a bit too many times. It's a bit floppy.
Okay.
It didn't like dying.
Big ones tend to be floppy.
I don't
Yeah.
imagine many things like dying.
The bastard slapped me a few times.
Oh. So my done fighting.
Yes.
My kind of fish. At that point, I assume once we get back to everyone's either eating or sleeping.
What time is it?
It's getting to be closer to 10 o'clock at night now.
It's dark.
Yeah, they were fishing in the dark.
You and me going fishing in the dark.
Yeah.
10 minutes
Wait, we're on YouTube.
Hey, monetized.
After getting all the
Getting
fish slime on me,
royalties.
I took
I don't know how much.
wash my clothes in the water so it stink like fish.
You wash your clothes in the water to get rid of the fish smell off you, but the whole area still smells like fish.
So I smell less like fish.
You smell less like fish, but the city still smells like fish.
Reminds me, is there a bathhouse in this town?
Yes. Yep, there is.
Sam would like to go there since it's been a couple days.
Okay. So you head over to the bathhouse, and you, it's going to cost you 1 gold for a bath, and it's moderately warm lake water.
All right.
That is
Yep.
expensive. Yeah.
It's
So how much is it again?
Exfoliating.
1 gold
Oh,
piece.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than the other bathhouse in the desert.
With the scraps I made fish jerky.
Yep.
Can I ask Zai to go for a walk in the woods with me?
You can, but there's no woods where you're at.
It says on the map that there is.
The Lake of Brunson, the city, is in the middle of the lake on an island and a lot of docks. There are no trees on this side. There's no forest on this island.
it's on the woods right here?
Retcon.
My map is not great.
Don't worry, you
We'll just wait for that one then.
Okay, you can walk in the woods next day. That's not hard to do.
As we're covering all
You
of this
drove
ground,
halfway
Sai is
there.
memorizing everything so he can make a better map.
Yes. Yep. I need to make an updated map. Okay. So,
I'm just gonna go to sleep then.
everybody's going to sleep?
I'll try.
I guess so.
Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
make a
I
performance
will.
check.
I will stay up and take watch. I guess. Just I know that it's a safe area, but I still don't trust the area because I don't know it.
You taking watch in the tavern?
Yes.
Gotcha.
In your room.
Sam's gonna wake up on the last watch again,
Just
just
staring at the
because
wall.
early riser.
Okay.
Gonna train
Door.
with the sword again.
Under.
11-4 is something he would like to do.
I don't sleep.
Oh, good. There's 2
So-
of us.
Commander,
Yes?
do you request that I leave your room?
Honestly, I didn't even know you were in my room. You can go wherever you like.
Okay. I stand at the foot of his bed and stare at him the entire night.
I'm just sitting there.
And Wilfred is in there as well, doing the same thing. Yep.
Can I make a performance and survivability check to see if I sleep while I sleepwalk and fish at the night?
Sure.
Just
You go
just
sleep
because
fishing?
I
Let's
want
go
to.
see if you can go sleep fishing.
Performance a 6 plus 4, 10. Nah, it's not gonna go well.
Walks into the door.
And then a 9.
So you do go sleep fishing, but you manage to, instead of catching fish, you actually catch your foot. But you walk out into the water instead of on the dock. You walk straight into the water till it's about this deep, and you have the hook in your foot. And you wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, mid cast, and you hear your foot go doink, and you put yourself underwater.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. So you wake up.
Water
There.
elemental battle time.
He fights solo fight a water elemental. Let's kill Cheem.
Cheem just thinks he's being attacked by an elemental, and really he's just struggling to get.
Yep.
the
You're
hook
having
out of his
nightmares from the day before.
I just wake up tied, my wrist tied to the dock with my head just barely above the water.
Yep.
How are you tied to the dock? You know?
Very bad fishing.
Yep.
You got like a thing on your neck or something. What are you doing?
Your wrist is almost dead.
Yeah. Wrist, and then he's got a hook in his foot, and some of the rope got looped around the dock, and it's
Great chef, Porky Fisherman.
takes you about 15 minutes to untangle yourself and get back to the tavern and go to sleep.
Why does this always happen?
So, since everybody's, are you falling asleep?
I'm trying to, but it does. I don't sleep, so
Would you like a giant robot to stare at you to help you fall asleep?
So he didn't see me walk out of
If
the
you
thing with the
actually
fishing
leave the
rod
room.
sleeping.
if
Well,
Eleven's-
11-4. I sense Carrick is having trouble sleeping. Maybe you should go stare at him coldly and unfeelingly.
stare at everything.
Request understood.
11-4 silently walks from room to room, comes into your room and stares at you as you sit there staring.
He's staring through the window, second floor somehow. Just
Your breaths per minute are the slowest of the group while sleeping.
This would be the easiest way to kill you.
So as Carrick is struggling sleeping, we're gonna get dark.
Oh.
So you are sitting in your room. 11-4 is now staring at you creepily.
Sorry for the boring name, by
Shit, it's terrible.
And you feel yourself slip into a trance of sorts. And in your trance, you can hear your own heartbeat pounding in your ears. And you see before you once again this person that's been reaching out to you. And he says to you, you overshot. You missed your goal.
Feel that.
You could be here quickly.
If you knew the group that I was with, you would understand.
I was part of such a group once at one time. I found it was helpful to communicate and tell them what is going on. But rivers run south.
Historically, telling people crazy things makes you into a crazy person. And this whole thing sounds pretty crazy. But I did tell them that I have a reasonable cause to go here, wherever this is.
Do you feel that your friends trust you?
Yes.
Do you trust them to trust you if you tell the whole story?
I trust that they will have more questions than I have answers.
Then you can go searching for answers together.
I'm not ahead of acknowledgement.
The journey is difficult. Getting to me will require all of you.
What should I look out for?
You see the imagery flash before you and start to change. You see the river running out of the southern edge of the lake. You don't have an epileptic seizure.
Oh, I'm just hitting red. I'm a little twitchy.
Yep.
Just imagine the Willy Wonka scene.
Yeah, kind of actually. So you see the river running south, and you see alongside where the lake meets the river, you see a hut as you drive by, flash by. And you follow the river south along the foothills of the mountains. And you start to see, you leave the river and turn to the west into the mountain range at the foothills. And you see ruins of a city. And in the ruins of this city, up against the mountain, you see what appears to be an ancient temple. Untouched or touched by time a lot. It's not falling down, but it is covered in vines and moss and overgrowth. And that's where the vision fades. And the patron turns to you and says, I'm waiting. And the vision fades out. And you are back in your room with this large warforge staring at you unsettlingly.
How much of that did you see?
You have had a dream.
I did.
Yes.
I speak to him in Sylvan and I say, why are you here?
I serve my commander.
What did your commander ask? Let me rephrase that. What was your commander's directive?
He believed that you needed comfort.
This was his idea, huh? Alright.
Do you need physical contact?
I kind of... No.
Do you need the touch of a cold mental hand?
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you believe in the pull of fate? Do you have beliefs?
I have a purpose. To fulfill my purpose is my fate.
I see.
Sapiens do not possess such clarity. To find a purpose would be optimal.
Sounds like both a gift and a curse. Do any of your kind have free will?
This unit does not understand.
I didn't think so. Well, I get up out of bed. So let's go for a walk. Or you can just stay in the room. That's fine.
My commander indicated I was to provide you with comfort.
It's pretty comforting to walk.
This unit understands.
Well, Autobots, let's roll out.
This unit does not understand.
I start walking away. God damn it.
So you walk out into the night, and it's getting to be more the 3, 4, 5 o'clock time in the morning after your vision has transpired. You start to see the hints of the sunrise, and you're walking around. Are you walking aimlessly, or walking around the city?
I'm just kind of walking around the city, just kind of gathering my wits and processing what happened and trying to gather my bearings in the best possible direction to take off this island to get to where I need to go.
Okay. And the pull you're feeling leads you to the southern edge of the island. And you can see there's a dock with boats, as pretty much every edge of this island is covered in boats.
Yeah.
And you can see... Make a perception check for me. 20.
Wow.
So looking off in the distance, you can see the sun starting to rise to the east and it hitting mountaintops to the west. And you can see the mountains progress southward. There's trees on both sides of the lake all the way around. And you see to the south the hints of the mouth of a river way in the distance.
Okay. I come back. I end up kind of, not at a very hurried pace, but like a saunterly pace back to the tavern. Kind of gather up my things and try and rest a little more, but not like actually sleep, just kind of like sit up, rest my eyes, wait for everyone to kind of wake up kind of situation.
Okay. And after you get into bed is about when Samson gets up for the morning and he's prepping his...
Probably gonna maybe do strength training and just sword stuff.
Yep. He's bulking up. Yep.
Violently loud.
I'm gonna wait for.
So you can add 1 hour, 1 hour of strength training,
Alright.
which the Dungeon Master's Guide actually says it takes 250 days.
Oh, damn.
Days?
Yeah,
Days.
Very cool.
but I'm guessing it's only 8 hours a day.
Only 8 hours a day of working out.
Yep, 250 days to increase your strength score by 1. Or no, 250 days to become proficient with something.
Sure.
Lift your strength score by 1 or 2.
I would say it
Right in there.
depends on how low your strength score actually is. Like, it should be easier if it's like 12.
Beginner gains.
So now I have a total of 2 hours of strength training.
Yep.
I'm going.
No, you can probably do 2 hours each morning if you put another hour on there. A morning is not that much. It's not hard to get 2 hours in the morning.
I'm gonna look for something to wrap my foot in.
Yep, your bleeding foot.
Dude.
You're gonna take.
I stopped the bleeding before going to bed. I'm just gonna look for a doctor place.
Does he
The
get-
cleric
does
is
he
back.
get
You know where
infection?
Huldrick is.
I'm going to get checked out by the cleric
No.
Okay.
to see if it's in,
Yeah.
So you.
to clean it up.
Just drink a health potion.
I don't have one.
Why don't you have health potions?
I goes a little mine fighting the big brute.
You should probably buy more before we leave
Definitely
town.
talks
I
about
don't have enough money.
Ask for the party fund.
Okay,
Papa.
11-4 has something he would like to say.
Do you require medical assistance?
Can you clean the wound?
I boop you and give you 1 hit point back from my lay on hands pool.
I thought 11-4 didn't heal.
It's a paladin.
Yeah.
You can heal.
I just like to imagine just like 11-4, just like going like, just like right on top of Gene's head.
Sorry. For the purposes of D&D references, what is the nature of your medical emergency?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Well, you see, I kind of
Big
tore
hero
my
6.
foot fishing while
Oh!
Are you satisfied with your
This
plan?
unit cannot provide psychiatric assessment.
Don't worry, it's only a physical assessment.
Lay on hands.
Thank you.
I lost Wi-Fi connection.
Oh no.
You
That's okay. I'm recording it.
You freaking
Unbelievable.
bum.
Oh no.
Now it's back. It's just dropped me twice. I don't know why.
So many people are connected. You're not directly connected.
We had 4 people watching at one point.
Did you bring your Ethernet? Okay.
I did. I don't know if it'll reach all the way up there. But anyway,
You want to make an attempt?
we'll get to that next break. Or we could take a short break and try. I only lose it for like a minute, and then it comes back. I don't know why.
Oh, it was solid party interaction, though.
I know.
A robot is poking a drunk guy?
Yeah.
perfect
He didn't
idea.
even drink, he was
Yeah,
just
Gene-
sleepwalking.
It's
Sure.
just nature.
So morning comes, and those of you that don't need Wi-Fi, turn it off on whatever device you don't need it on.
This network has a weak password, and your browsing and personal information may be visible to others.
Very cool.
11-4 shuts off.
11.4 cannot operate without Wi-Fi. Shutting down now.
Every time we get in the woods.
Morning comes. You guys.
There's cell service covering the land of Vale.
You guys convene in the main room of the tavern. Your room and board and everything for the night is going to cost you a gold piece. Not an expensive tavern. It's one of the cheaper, not the cheapest you've stayed. It's not the grubby hovel level, but it's a step up from that.
You can look at it.
Yep.
So,
You want to split the cost then?
yep, about a gold piece each. Morning comes. You guys meet in the main area of the tavern.
Was that a point to make were you asking me to pay for your room?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a robot. I don't eat.
Yeah, that's true.
I also don't sleep. I just stare at people and count their breaths.
So as the people are coming down into the tavern, I reach out to the group and I say, we should leave down south towards the opening of the river. And I point out that direction that I was looking at earlier. This is the direction we need to go. From there, we should find a ruin at the end of our travel that we need to go into.
You didn't mention this yesterday.
He had a dream.
That's a dram.
Thank you.
I have a gram.
11-4, yeah. Witness one of my many dreams that I've been having. I've been on the hunt for a particular weapon. It is a very large sword, and it has history. Unfortunately, it has been lost to time, and not many know of it, but I have been looking for it for some time, even before joining you guys. Is actually what I was looking for when I got this scar.
So it's
And I
not
hold
a
up my
skin
arm
condition.
and I say, no. For the last umpteen times, this is not a condition. Scar. I had an unfortunate encounter with a green dragon. While the big lizard looked worse for wear in comparison, my arm seems to have more of an affliction than just a scar. It seems that in defeating this dragon, I felt a blast of energy circulate from the giant monster to me. And as he pokes me, it kind of like green. No one's ever poked him before, so no one knows it's happening.
I did not know that happened.
Can I
So
stealth?
as he pokes it, I kind of stop and then look over and then look up at him. And it Go ahead, DM. What does it do?
I'm gonna stealth. Try and
It's a
stealth.
11 for you.
pulse
You know what
of
that's
green
doing.
energy goes across your arm. And 11-4, make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna try and stealthily poke him.
Oh no.
7.
So you're immune to being poisoned, but you're not immune to poison damage, correct?
I don't even know if I'm immune to being poisoned, but
No, that's a trait to the Warforged.
well, they don't have mouths.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're immune to being poisoned. You take a point of poison damage coming off of his arm.
Oh. I rolled pretty well for stealth. I'm still poking him.
How many times are you poking him?
Just.
Make a Constitution
I
saving
would
throw.
think after the first one, you'd be like,
Oh. 4.
Oh,
Yeah, you take 4 points of poison damage.
So
If he
while
poisons
all
you,
of
did
this is going on, I am going to cast Detect Thoughts on Caric.
Oh, thoughts. Not THOTS.
okay,
That
So-
door is over there.
yeah. I'm not even.
I immediately know all of the surface thoughts that is going through his head. Then if you're gonna, you'll know that I'm doing this.
Does he have to make a saving
You
throw?
won't know that it's me, but you'll know that somebody within 30 feet of you is probing your mind.
Am I able to resist this effect, or is this
Not the very initial
Okay.
part. So, what are some surface thoughts that are on Carrick's mind right now?
How much longer is this journey going to take? What kind of dangers are we about to face? Is the party ready to face these dangers? I don't know who is in my dreams, but I want to find out.
Okay,
Man, you could
so
go for a burrito.
now,
Yeah.
so I'm going to attempt to probe deeper, which now you make a wisdom saving throw.
This is pretty wise, I think. Oh, wise because I can't find wisdom. Oh, wisdom saving throw. That is a 17.
Okay, so my spell ends. Also, you can make an intelligence check versus my intelligence check to see if you know who is actually doing this.
All right.
Intelligence?
Intelligence check.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
Oof, dirty 20. Gosh darn it, you beat. So yeah, you know it was me.
So as I kind of, while they're poking me, I shake my head, I look up, I look over here, I say, if you give me a minute, I will finish what I'm telling you.
Just making sure there's no shady business, that's all it.
The dragon that I defeated his name was Ditek. For those that don't know the name, it is an elven word for Venom Fang, and he is the green dragon of the Forgotten Forest. After defeating him, I felt a blast of energy circulate from that giant monster into me. And what I had thought initially was just poison was much more, as I had collapsed in overwhelming pain. I came to consciousness what felt like days later to a heavy pulsing sound in my head. And as I looked around, I heard whispers of many voices slowly fading. And I felt that pulsing sensation in my arm, and as I looked down, I saw the green glow fading into my arm with every pulse, forming into a very rigid and branch and leaf vein-like scar. As the scar's glow fades, whispers concentrate into one familiar tone. The last whisper, as the green glow fades, is welcome to the Forgotten. Since then, I've had dreams and visions of a weapon. A very large sword that calls to me in the night, showing me vast lands and wishing me to others, eventually stopping in the same places. Dark, thick, silent forest. And there it lies, a low green pulsing glow, whispering and calling to me.
Oh no, it seems a bit sketch.
It is very,
Why go look for it?
but it cannot be ignored.
So, if we find the sword, will you be relieved of your afflictions?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Then I say we just go with them.
So if we find the sword,
I'd agree.
are you gonna punch it? just for giving you the afflictions?
Punch the sword?
Yes, punch it.
That would hurt
So
him more than the sword.
the sword wasn't what gave me my affliction.
So, out of anger, still punch it.
Why would you punch a sword?
You
Yes.
Sharp.
Just punch the hilt to see if it breaks.
You can't solve
We've
everything
done
with
that before
anger.
for years.
That's
Why would
coming
you
from
wanna
me.
break it?
Yeah, that's coming from the angry
Yeah,
guy.
that's coming from the most grumpy man in the party.
So as I kind of look around at the group after finishing the conversation, I head towards the south dock and just start walking.
So
Before we leave, does anybody need anything from the local shops? We have lots of money.
That should be fine.
Me and Win-Win were thinking of maybe getting into a bit of a fishing venture, eh? You think we could get a net and some weights? We could
It'd be
pull
quick.
it through the lake real quick and just see what we can get.
I already have.
Depends on what it costs.
Well, we'll find out, eh?
Yeah, I like the idea of fish.
I stop and I just kind of.
We'll be quick. I'm gonna be 10
I'm
minutes
gonna-
here and then we're just gonna do it on our way out.
I'm just gonna go to
I'll be
where
at
we
the
need
dock.
to go, and I'm gonna be fishing for as long as I can.
Does anybody need healing potions?
Yes.
Yes.
A quick question.
I have 0.
Go buy
Anyone
fishing
pick up
potions.
the
and
fishing
tell me what
rod?
it is.
Fishing potions.
Healing potions. And tell me what it
You
costs.
drink a fishing
I don't
rod.
have enough money.
Did you pick up the
We
fishing
have the
rod
party
character
fund.
now? At all?
It should still be in that area. No one.
That depends.
That's the Lake of Bronson, man.
You looked at
It's
me.
not nailed down. It's gone.
You pointed at me saying, I want to buy 2. One for him and one for me.
I
You
said-
gave it to him and then he put it down. I don't have a fishing rod.
make a intelligence check, see if you remember to pick it up.
I'll take a couple of health potions too, probably.
Oh, why am I low? I need to make it glow. I got 7.
You barely remembered to grab it. More like you woke up in the morning after you were hanging yourself fishing and you happened to see it laying there and you're pretty sure it's the one that you left there. Not 100% sure.
Okay.
So you guys go looking for a fishing net.
Fishing net and some weights and bait. And a healing potion.
Okay. You can
I'm
get
using the
everything
party
you
fund.
need for 15 gold pieces.
Including healing potions.
Oh, not healing potions.
On the way to
I was
the
just gonna add
dock.
like 10 of them with
Yeah, no, that the net, all the stuff for fishing, you use about 15 gold pieces.
For the party.
Still on the way to the dock, I
Yes,
stop
that's
in to buy some
Okay.
fishing potions.
Some fishing potions.
It's contagious.
It's contagious. Some healing potions.
Okay.
From and I'm using
Ah.
party fund.
So there are a total of 5 regular healing potions available. And they are, if you buy all 5, you can have them for 20 gold pieces. Or what is it? Normally 25, right?
It's normally 50.
Normally 50? Okay.
50, yeah.
Then you can have them for 40 gold pieces a piece. At all 5 of them.
200?
3.
I'm doing
Did
math.
you-
I'm doing math in my
Four.
own head. But it's not loud.
That's
200.
that's 200. Yeah.
200 from the party fund.
Yes. 200 from the party fund.
Okay.
We're not good at math.
So 215 in all
He's
reality.
good at math.
I have one
Can
of
I
them.
buy a lyre?
The musical instrument or
Yes.
somebody who lies? They don't have
We
any
already
people
have-
who lie
We already
for
have
hire.
a liar. Why are you trying to take my business?
We have a whole group of
Yeah, you can buy a lyre.
It's 30.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
like
figured you
before,
knew what it was.
Yes.
if you want an instrument, I have some instruments that I could probably lend you, eh?
This one would like to possess a lyre.
So I have 5 healing.
I mean, good for you. Part of your individuality, right, eh?
This one understands.
Okay.
What?
Charismatic, this one.
So you two that are fishing with a net, how are you planning on doing this?
Well, then that's for if we catch something. And that's what the full plan there is. We're tying string and rope and stuff to the big treble hooks that I got and loading them up with bait and then tying a bunch of weights on and trolling across the lake.
With what? You flying trolling?
Yes.
Yeah, he's flying, and then I am in the sheet lowered into the water.
You
I
both
mean,
have,
how are we-
Win-win?
you both have to make troll faces. All you can.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
So what's
a.
the full plan?
I'm gonna-
Before we get to that part.
I have all of the fishing
Hold
gear
on,
me.
everybody wait.
You're
Yeah.
flying, I'm lowered into the water, and you're just going forward pulling me in the water with all of the fishing gear.
You're in the
You're
water.
bait.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Fish battle.
Win, Zai, make a constitution saving throw. Win-win, make a
How long are we
survival
doing
check.
this for?
Whole
It's
distance.
working apparently.
How long?
Make a what?
Survival
How
check.
long does that potion to water breathing that I bought
An
last?
hour. Are you using it?
Do we want to do this for an hour? You think we could get something good?
On top.
You're using your
Yeah.
potions of healing?
No, my potion. Yeah, I'm using my potion to water breathing.
Okay.
But while I'm doing this, I'm keeping an
expensive.
eye out on the bottom of the lake for anything that might be of interest.
Okay.
It's just getting dragged.
Make a perception check.
I'm also fishing.
Make 2 of them.
Okay.
Also, I picked up bait and stuff I mentioned. He's smelling.
Make a survival check.
Travel hooks there.
We'll see how good you are at it with advantage. Survival check at advantage.
I already have advantage.
Okay.
So my first one is a 5,
Okay, for the first half hour you find nothing. A boot.
and my next one's a 4.
4. You find the other boot. You have a matching pair of waterlogged boots.
Yes.
But they're magical boots.
22 on your survival check.
I used up all my luck on fishing. Go figure.
Zai. Make an athletics check. Win-win, make a strength check.
I'm making an athletics check. Athletics. That is. Yes.
Keaton is right.
22.
22 is
Yeah.
your athletics check.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you guys are fishing, you're scouring the bottom of the lake. Zai is the bait with a hook nearby him.
Lots of hooks.
Lots of
Yeah, no,
hooks.
I'm like holding
Some
my
hooks are
arms out.
baited.
There's like hooks
Yeah.
dangling off of my
Yeah.
arms.
There's a couple hooks like 10, 15 feet.
I got a
Half
net.
them
I got a
with
net
bait on
that's
them.
strapped to my back.
He's all scented up.
What kind of scroll did I get down?
So you take, suddenly from the depths,
Oh, here we go.
a giant, huge fish, way bigger than anything you guys have seen, comes up from the depths and latches onto Zai's foot. Okay? You rolled a 22 on your athletics check,
Yep.
so you only take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
What was your strength check?
19.
19.
Are we human noodling now?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
No, they're cobalt noodles.
Cobalt noodles.
There, he's underwater.
They're trolling with Zai as the bait.
What was your
It sure.
8?
This is
So,
the best
the
idea we've ever
fish-
had.
Pulls you both underwater. It's that big. Both of you make strength checks against it.
Okay.
Question.
I'm
Does
screwed
Sam
over.
see any of this?
No.
Crap, that's not
You're
good.
out in the lake.
Huh?
You guys died to a
One at a
fish?
time, guys.
10.
10? 16 total. He rolled an 18. He pulls you farther under the water.
How far under the water are we right now?
You are 20 feet down right now.
Can I see this fish?
He is holding onto your leg.
So yeah.
It appears to be similar to a catfish that's about 800 pounds.
Okay, I'm activating my son's sword bridge on a different focus.
Can we roll
think
for
that'll work.
initiative?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, roll for initiative, you two. What?
I
While
turned
this
around
is
and
going down,
said,
I'm fishing. I rolled a 10.
Okay. So while you're fishing, you manage to catch another 3 fish.
I look over to Broadleaf and I kind of turn around and I go, where did Zion Winman come?
I know, but I'm watching.
They said
some
something
shit.
about a fishing net and treble hooks, and I wasn't paying too close of attention.
Since I'm fishing,
That's
can I
fine.
just?
I'm assuming they're
Do I
fishing.
just
I
see
suppose
this
let's wait for him
go?
to come back.
Yeah.
Dylan, do I just see this thing all go down while I'm fishing?
I'm
I'm
gonna be just
flying
hanging
over
around
the water that-
pretty much.
Okay. You two make perception checks.
Carrick, how are you on healing potions?
Initiative?
Oh, yeah.
17.
Ooh,
25.
very nice.
My first roll's in that one, but I have advantage.
16.
7.
So, looking out across the water between the two of you, you are able to spot.
Can I animate?
You see Win-Win flying. He blends in with the seagulls.
Can we
Out
play
in the
this?
distance.
Dylan, can we play this one out?
Play the what out?
What we're gonna describe what they see.
The line-
Yes. You guys play it out.
I'm gonna go
Wait,
find
wait,
Keaton.
wait. So I see a slack line, then all of a sudden just.
Pretty much. So we fly out over his feet, and then we drop him in the water,
Yep.
and then he goes under, and I just start flying pretty much circles around the lake for a good half hour,
Yep.
and then suddenly I just
And I just start laughing while seeing this.
Alright, Sam is going to be a bit panicked because at least one person out there he likes is out there. So
Well,
he's just gonna start running. He's gonna get his hook shot ready.
through
Okay.
through my
So they're about 500 feet out.
Yeah, he's just running.
through my tears, I'm gonna go out with the boat and say canoe and just start swimming.
Or paddle.
So you got
Okay.
I meant to get in the canoe
just like the
and
idea
start
of it.
paddling.
Okay.
I just like the
So,
idea of getting boat and then just like jumping in the water and leaving it just swimming out.
Hold on. We gotta get back to the one at a time talking here. What are you gonna say?
Are me and Broadleaf just totally oblivious in the front of this boat, just checking out the water and not knowing what's going on?
We're on a boat?
No, you guys are like on the dock or in the tavern, somewhere in between there. Waiting to leave. You're on the dock?
Oh, we're still waiting to leave?
Yeah.
We haven't left yet.
You haven't left yet. Everybody's been fishing and dicking around.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, internet, this is Keaton, better known as Wilfred. Okay.
Best known as
I'm paddling as fast.
Best known as Narrowleaf, but we don't discuss that at this time.
I'm paddling as
Just
fast as I can with my gut hurting
Okay.
as I'm dying.
You two roll initiative.
What happened to them?
They're to see if they can ever get there.
By a giant catfish.
I was
Okay.
gone for less than a minute.
Us?
Win-win.
We saw.
You're in the water.
I got 15.
activate stuff.
Sun Sword's activated. You're 20. How long is the
30.
rope? 30 feet. So your movement is halved underwater,
Nice.
Okay.
and your walking speed is 25.
19.
So you can move 12 feet.
I'm flying. I can use my wings underwater.
You can't fly
As
underwater.
paddles. No,
You
but
can't-
they paddle.
It's half your walking speed, not half your flying speed.
So we gotta get you
So
out
dashing,
of the water.
you can
bird
get
try
to
to
about the fish.
It doesn't
If you
work.
dash, you can get to the fish, but that's the end of your turn.
I got 19 for initiative.
Okay.
I got 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna save my bonus action.
Okay.
I'm not activating Sun Sword yet. I'm
Okay.
gonna get to the fish, and then I'm gonna cast.
You have to
Blood
use your action. Yeah, you can use your bonus action to cast Blood Agony.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll dash, get to the fish, use Blood Agony to
Okay. I'm gonna kill 2 characters with a giant catfish.
And
There's a man sprinting.
Okay, remember, only one. Try to keep one person talking at a time.
I'm
So 19 for Sam and 15. So Samson,
No capitals.
double dashing. You're able to
Yeah.
get. You're cut your distance down to 500 or 440 feet away.
All right.
Okay. Zai, you have an 800-pound catfish attached to your leg.
800 pounds.
Okay,
He's gonna start cursing it out.
so not exactly sure what the best move here is.
The party fund funded killing characters.
We are going
good thing,
to
good thing I have the healing potions on me.
start
Okay,
by smacking my xylophone. He's getting a bardic inspiration die.
It worked in Little Mermaid.
So I feel like this needs to be happening. So we're gonna have like a weird panning scene that just alternates between the two. So they're doing their super fight right now, and then it just cutscenes over to me and Broadleaf just
We're
at the end of the
sitting
dock.
on
Like I look over at Broadleaf and I go, "You ever tried fishing?"
I did once upon a time, but I then learned that fish don't live in the puddles that form when it rains.
And then we kind of look out at the dock and I just kind of go, "Interesting." Pants back over to
You ever
the
tried fishing?
Okay. So you gave Win-Win inspiration.
He's got inspiration, and then I am going to cast Shatter at 3rd level
On the fish?
Our fish.
Okay.
It's a great use of spell slots.
Yes, absolutely amazing use of spell slots. Don't judge me.
Hey, shockwaves are stronger underwater, so he should get advantage.
That's
I don't think he even has to make an attack roll, do
He
you?
should get an extra D4.
Dylan. In the panic, I dropped my fishing rod, and it's right next to those two.
Welcome
Yep.
to the party.
And in the
You guys not really paying attention. You see these two suddenly just take off. He's running across the water. He's paddling as fast as he can. And you guys are just sitting there talking about fishing.
I look over. I look over.
So
I'm yelling to Zai too.
the fish takes 16 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
I look over to level 4 and I say, "I bet
So
you
now-
found something shiny."
You guys will just all of a sudden hear out of the middle of the lake coming from the water a sonic boom.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
a-
bubbles. Some bubbles right.
It's gonna look like a
little bit
little
of wave. ripple
Is
out.
that what fish are supposed to sound like?
this is now just drawing a crowd.
Yeah. So scene pans over to me and probably, "Is that what fish are supposed to look?" Nope.
The
And I pull the string. My carpet comes undone and just like you might want to hop on.
Also, Wilfred and 11-4 are there, and your carpet
Oh,
is not
sorry,
strong
Dylan.
enough to carry all 4 of you.
Oh,
They can walk in water.
Dylan. The fish needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
you don't breathe, do you?
Is disadvantage, I believe? Let me check.
Oh, because you floated.
Yes. You rolled a 3, so.
Oh, this is terrible.
What's the Constitution say? It gives it disadvantage on its attack.
No, it's if he succeeded, he'd take half damage.
Okay.
So
Are you excited by any chance?
Okay.
So how many people am I able to take on my carpet?
Honestly, same.
Broadleaf.
I sent
me-
you this. You have the stats on it, don't you?
Pretty much just bad.
I think
Yeah,
it's pretty much
Pretty much just broadleaf, because I don't think you can carry more than 600 pounds.
Right.
And between the two of you, that's pretty close.
This isn't
It
the
was
first
like
time.
450-ish.
Yeah, and the Warforged are no less than 200.
can just get out.
All right. So,
The explosion
This
draws a
ri-
crowd.
Cheem, you get whatever the speed of the canoe is. If you use your dash action, you can actually dash 3 times as a rogue, or you can use your movement, dash as your action, and dash as your bonus action.
I'm doing that.
So what's the speed on the canoe?
I need to look.
I really don't want to fight a catfish, guys.
You're not a rogue.
It doesn't.
Then
it
don't.
doesn't.
We can get out of this.
I don't think it says the speed of the canoe.
It should.
It is 5 feet.
No, the canoe's actually fairly
Managed to go
quick.
30 feet, the exact same.
Let me get to the item here.
Crazy terrible.
Keaton, how was the sound, and did the stream quit twice?
Yes.
Okay, we're having internet
Here
connectivity
4
issues.
times, but one of them might have been because I ran out of reception. Not sure.
Okay.
There was a
I am
point you
recording
got
it all,
into
so we will
200
get it back.
That I lost service on the way here.
Okay.
Also,
Folding boat.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't say.
How big was the sonic
So,
boom coming
I
out
would-
of the water?
I would assume the strength check or something like that.
No.
Strength for rowing, maybe. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, it's gonna be. That's gonna have its own static speed. Is the thing.
When I,
So
when
if we
I
go
set it
to-
if I roll above a certain percent, I roll.
Yeah, exactly.
I do a successful dash. The boat.
I'd say it's a, I don't know, rowboat? Yeah,
It's a
Maximum.
canoe.
It's a canoe, so a maximum speed of 2 miles per hour.
1.5.
so my canoe cover doesn't work.
So 2 miles per hour. How many feet per? How many feet per 6 seconds?
I
is
said
2 miles
canoe,
per hour?
so it should be a canoe.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I just say 60.
Well, canoes are more narrow. Than
I think. Yeah, we'll just say a canoe moves his speed. Right? Is that
Yeah, 'cause a rowboat is
Right,
1.5.
we don't
so
need
2 is fine.
We're not
We
going
don't
to do
need
that
to
much.
do
math.
that.
The canoe can move as far as he can in one turn. So you managed to get. You cut the distance down to 490 feet. No, 410 feet.
Have I passed them?
Yeah, you. He's booking it as fast as he can across the water. You just start paddling, and it's almost like a speedboat.
Let's just imagine this scene.
On the
There's
next-
2 people underwater, arm wrestling a catfish. There's a wizard running on the water. There's a rowboat going unnaturally fast, and 2 large human beings on a magic carpet about to go to the rescue as well.
And then 2 robots just staring out into space on a dock.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the catfish.
You're just sitting there like,
Okay.
ah,
So the catfish is going to make 2 attacks, one with a bite already on your leg, so that's pretty much going to be an auto hit because it's just clamping down tighter.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Catfish don't have teeth.
They
It's
do.
just
They do.
lipping him.
No, they have two.
They have crushing jaws.
They have small teeth.
So that's a total of 10
Really?
points of
Yes.
piercing
Did not
damage
know that.
or bludgeoning damage on your leg.
We had him completely loaded up with hooks and behind him and hooks everywhere.
He's being molested.
The fish is not leaving. He's
No,
just
I'm
auto
saying
setting
it
it.
could be damaging from the 17,000 hooks in its face.
Yeah, but then Zai shouldn't be able
Roll
to
a
do
d4.
Was it a 4x6 or a
Take it.
5x7?
4x6.
4x6? Okay.
Okay.
Did you drink the potion?
He's gonna make a tail attack on Win-Win at disadvantage.
I got 1.
Or no, he doesn't have disadvantage. Nothing's imposing disadvantage on him.
He'll take a 1d8.
Okay.
Maybe 11 4th, I'm not sure.
How about a 17?
That'll hit.
So he is going to clamp down on Zai, turn and smack Win-Win with his tail. And that's a total of 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. He takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
And he dies.
Did you kill the catfish?
So I need you both to make strength checks to get this thing to the surface.
okay. Well,
Good thing I have a boat.
is my
you
massive
can't fly
carrying
now.
capacity
He's a
helping
pretty
in
strong
this case
swimmer.
at all?
I feel like my
Since you're
wings
passing
should
me?
help
Yes,
me
but
a
that's
little bit.
you're using your modifier to pull it up,
Dylan.
right? Because your strength modifier is higher. So
Strength
your
or athletics?
Wait, let me go first real quick.
Athletics, probably.
athletics because you're swimming.
Yeah.
Make athletics checks.
Okay.
Athletics? Ooh, I have much better athletics.
Since he's going faster than me, Sam's gonna shoot
That's
his
a-
shut out the canoe and get on there.
23.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Since he's on the water, he can't. Since his wings are now wet, he cannot
It's
fly.
gravity.
No, you can't fly once you get out of the water.
That's fine. I can.
You gotta dry off your bird.
21.
I'm fine.
21.
I don't care.
So you manage to barely hit this thing as it flies by, and you're getting you're like belly surfing now on this thing.
Wait, can I make a performance to see if I can stay on my feet?
Dylan.
Are you kidding?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Dead fish float.
That's what we're getting to.
It's true.
They don't float immediately.
Alright.
They gotta decompose slightly.
See,
You gotta
23, yes.
And
And yet, screw this. I'm gonna
16.
go ahead and cast Curse of the Fallen Puppet.
Oh god.
you're gonna make this thing swim itself.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you have to amplify your
Yeah, I'll take 1d6 for that.
This
Okay.
is a great
16
use spell slot.
It's not a spell slot.
Oh,
It's a reaction.
I got 16.
16.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you managed to stay. You're kind of like
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
basically water skiing.
you're basically water skiing, but you're not doing it gracefully.
Hook,
Yeah.
The hook shark didn't damage. It's just
'Kay.
wrapped around.
So resetting the scene here.
Fish dead and swimming.
Okay.
So
The two of you on the dock, the two robots, you guys are just sitting there seeing your buddies take off on a flying carpet, unnaturally fast canoe with a water skiing wizard behind it. And then those of you that are closer now see rising out of the water, you see this catfish kind of jump out of the water and then fall flat, dragging Zai and Win-Win with it. And then the catfish turns over on its belly, and it looks like it's an 800-pound log that's roughly 10 feet long. And you guys have a giant-ass catfish. What are you going to do with it?
You two are never allowed to go fishing again.
I'm gonna.
At this point, you all catch up, and you're all
I'm gonna.
around.
I'm gonna tell the boat to become a bigger boat.
That was
Okay?
That was the best.
So the canoe turns into a...
Because the fish is longer than the canoe.
Oh, it does only have two options. Yeah, it goes to the ship. Turns into a 24-foot long ship.
Nobody
Oh,
would
yeah.
have found your
I haven't
because
used
nobody
that
would have known.
because-
Yeah, I have dimension
So this is a
door.
20
If
so-
we were gonna die, we were just gonna both blink out.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so... Cheem says a command word, turns his canoe into a 24-foot long by 8-foot wide boat by 6 feet deep. It has a deck, rowing seats, set of oars, a mast, and a sail, and it can hold up to 15 of you.
Good thing we're
So
all
now
out there.
everybody's out there. You all can get in the boat,
No,
except for the Warforged.
Yeah, no.
There's
So as soon as you say
We're just
don't,
standing on the dock.
as soon as you say go out, as soon as we go out there, you say don't ever do that again. I'm already like turned the carpet and started going back towards the dock.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
How do we tie it to the boat?
Will you stand up?
How are we gonna pick up the Warforged?
Oh, you want to
Okay.
drag it in the water?
Oh,
Where's
where's
the ship? They're gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also left my fishing rod there. I
Yeah.
won't leave that.
Okay,
We're gonna
so
tie the fish to the boat and drag it behind the boat.
so now you're pulling this 800-pound lake catfish.
Actually,
Take
he's
all
just gonna
day.
go in the boat. I'm just gonna stay in the water, and the sheath will be the rope.
That works.
And your leg is...
Yeah.
This is really hard on Zai's leg, guys.
Can Sam
I
knock
have
over
limp for the rest
Yeah,
of
since
the
he
it's
can
about
walk
this
on
thing.
water and then just kind of open up the catfish's mouth?
Well, they want to keep it as the idea, so they're trying to get it back to shore for some reason.
You can
Oh,
tie
they're
stuff
trying to
around
keep-
it. We're eating the catfish.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, if Zai is still like in the
If you
catfish's
can eat
mouth.
800 pounds of catfish.
So y'all get the catfish back to shore.
Yeah.
So the boat docks, your Warforged are there, you guys dragging the catfish
On the shore.
onto shore,
Yep.
The explosion
and you're
caused
going
the
to
crowd.
try to
Is
process it.
Yes,
well,
make process.
okay. My
How
question
much
is:
is
is there any service in town that would do fish processing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fish town.
Also, it's just catfish. There's nothing good I can save off it. That would be cool, I suppose.
It's just a catfish.
I have a question.
Okay.
Question.
Can I glean how much this could possibly cost?
Because this is a
I'll
Make
pay
an
it.
intelligence
this
check.
is a trophy fish.
Or you could sell it as a trophy fish.
That's what I mean. Just sell the fish.
Yeah.
We get a lot of
I
money.
mean, they just
I
punched
wanna go to
it.
the fish processing place.
They-
What's that?
So
They
it's already,
bashed
it's
its
already
head.
tenderized, so you're good, yeah.
They hit its
20.
head.
Okay, you gather... Fish of this size are probably not uncommon in this area because it's a fishing town. But you gather that meat-wise worth, it's probably worth about 200 gold pieces if they were to sell it to the fish market instead of process it
I'm
themselves.
gonna exchange that information to the party.
We can go do that.
Yep, that was my plan.
Okay, so you guys bring the catfish.
Whatever you do, do not accept magic beans.
I love my magic beans, but anyway.
So you guys go to the fish market and you sell the catfish for 200 gold pieces.
I take
Add it to
we
the
each
party
take
fund.
90 and pay the party fund back for
Yep.
the stuff we bought to get it.
Okay, so each
20
take 100
gold
gold
pieces,
pieces
each take
and you give 15 gold pieces to the party fund between the
20
two of you.
party fund.
20 to the party fund.
Net gain on the party funds.
Net gain.
Do you use your freaking healing potions on this? I swear.
No.
So
I'm
now-
not gonna let him touch the healing potions.
Is the plan now to finally set out?
Yes.
First, I'm gonna
Sorry.
ask who needs the healing potions because I have 5 on me.
I would love
Don't
to
use
take
the
one.
healing potions.
No, I'm saying who wants
needs
one?
them?
Who does? Don't
needs
use
to
it
store
now.
No.
For use
I would love one for later use. I could really use
Here,
one.
have one.
Sam's
Thank
gonna
you
ask
very
for
much.
one as well.
Have another one,
Thanks.
Samson.
Nothing like an exhilarating hunt, eh?
That was a blast. We're doing that again.
I look down. His leg. Is it still bleeding?
Yeah, nobody's healed him yet.
I'm
He's still bleeding.
How's your leg doing?
I'm gonna wrap some.
It's a little sorry. I'm just gonna reach down and I'm just gonna healing word it.
I was legit waiting for him to say it's a little sore, right? And then just falls off, passes out from lack of blood.
You were probably close to half dead from that one.
I'm over half dead.
We almost lost a kobold fighting a catfish guy.
We had this, I have a serial step. He has dimension door. We could blink out if it got bad.
You could have.
We had that.
Now we know that
beforehand.
fish really love kobolds.
Yeah.
Great.
Rumors will be told for a long time that the best way to catch fish is with fresh kobold, which leads to a kobold shortage in the region.
Horrifying.
Kobolds go to the brink of extinction before regulatory laws are put in place.
Yep. Now you have to have a license to hunt kobold forever in the city of Lake Bronson or Lake of Bronson.
In the area.
In the area.
Hey, I could use 5.3 healing.
While they're getting their fish processed, I'm gonna go fishing again.
Sleepy.
I think at this point we could probably head out and try to help Carrick.
Yep, we accomplished what we need to.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna stop.
Last time fishing for
Yes.
team.
Stuff I got like maybe 3 hours.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Natural 20. You managed to catch a 20-pound lake trout.
Dylan, are you gonna do the one thing? Since he technically had a 20?
Long rest before we need it.
I'm making stuff. Yeah.
Alright.
Boat ride's probably better than combat.
Things happen and affect the world around you guys.
Left.
Okay, so now it's about noon after you guys have accomplished all of this. So you guys are going to head out on the boat, the folding boat, I'm assuming.
Yep.
The boat,
Sam's gonna just.
I'm fishing off the back of it.
fishing off the back of it.
I'll also throw my travel hook in with some bait. Also, do giant catfish have XP by any chance?
We're doing XP at the end of the next combat, or end of a
It's
combat.
an 800-pound fish that should have something.
It's gonna have like 20 to be split 2 ways.
I'll
Not
take
much.
it. I'll take it.
10 each thing.
Shouldn't I get some XP for rowing at Mach speed or top speed with the boat?
No, that's just really good. You rode a canoe at Mach 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your survival check for your last attempt at fishing.
Oh no.
Oh,
5 minus 1, 4.
You're unsuccessful this time.
No, I need to play the 20-pound trout, so I'm doing that on the boat.
Make a
The
survival
boat.
check as
Are we
well.
moving at this point?
Yes, you guys are on the boat. They're kind of fishing behind the boat, and you make it probably 3/4 of the way across the lake on the boat prior to nightfall, being as you only left at about noon.
And then the Fire Nation attack.
Then the Fire Nation
I
attacks.
got 12.
21 survival check.
You catch 3 small fish.
Why do we need so much food?
I don't know. You guys are just getting dried rations like
The
crazy.
DM never makes us eat.
So it's
Well,
You're supposed to actually keep track of your dried rations daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been.
I was using mine.
Do I have to make a check to dry it or
You guys have had enough experience at this point where drying fish isn't an issue.
so 3
Yeah,
rations?
oil.
Yep.
Regular.
I'm flaying it.
Okay.
I'm cooking the
Ting,
stuff for the
ting.
night.
Ting, ting,
Okay.
ting, ting. Get
I
my
need
stomach.
to
Ting, ting, ting,
use the
ting.
restroom real quick, so we're going to take a brief 5-minute break, and we will be right
I need
back.
to actually have a
You
bunch
wanna
of fish
see-
flays.
You want
Kid
some
hasn't even
Ethernet
gotten to
cable?
play yet.
Yeah, we're going to try that too. We get the Ethernet cable.
I'll go.